All right, we should be live now. What's up, everybody? David Kurz back doing interviews, back doing things, having a lot of fun. It's been 5 months since I've come to you with a solid interview, and I couldn't think of anybody better than Grant Wise to talk to you guys because Grant's been working some magic over the last few years, and I got a sneak peek the other day, and I just want to say I'm all in. Right, like, I'm all in, and it's very easy to say that when you see the sneak peek. I think I want everybody to really get a concept for what we're talking about here. And the biggest thing that I really want to touch on is we're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about client generation, and we're going to talk about conversion. We're going to talk about all that good stuff. But you are the owner of Witly. Witly has created a system that allows you to create Facebook ads in 90 seconds. Am I correct?
That's right. Yep.
All right. So I just want to point something out. I understand Facebook ads, right? And I'm not saying like I'm 100% expert, right? I understand it at like 30%, which for me is enough to get a simple ad out, right? It still takes me about an hour to make sure I'm getting this right. And then I get an email from Facebook that says, sorry, you have content on there you're not supposed to have. And so it can become very frustrating. And when I saw you create an ad like that, like you literally just created something right in front of me in about a minute to a minute and a half, I was astounded. I mean, so you consider your system to be a client generation system. Am I correct? Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so Witly is a client generation software. It's a SaaS company, so it's a software as a service business. And basically, short, sweet, simple, description is that Witly runs your ads for you. It runs your Facebook ads for you. And what we, and I think that what a lot of agents really struggle with is knowing what ads to run, knowing how to run them, how to target them, making sure they don't get declined, making sure their ad account doesn't get banned, like going through all of kind of the current struggles with technology and kind of understanding what it is they're even supposed to do. And so what we did is we basically pre-programmed, if you will, pre-built advertising campaigns, targeting, all of that kind of stuff into the software. So instead of going to Facebook and like uploading a video, for example, and then targeting it and getting all that stuff done, you really very simply, you just create a piece of video content, just as an example, and you upload it to Witly, and then you set your budget, and then you hit submit, and it's a very simple process. Like we were talking about, really, I can launch an ad in less than 90 seconds now. That will then go into review, and then Facebook will put it live. And knock on wood, we currently are at 100% success rate at getting ads approved, which I'm going to keep saying knock on wood because obviously we don't guarantee that that's going to happen by any stretch of the imagination. But with everything pre-built, pre-proven, pre-constructed, the way that Facebook wants it to be built, it really reduces the headaches, which has been pretty awesome. So it is a client generation software. It runs your Facebook ads for you so that you can focus on your current clients, and then the Witly software, it will continue to help you generate new ones.
Gotcha. So now let me ask you this, because you mentioned something there. You said you can create a small piece of video and get it out there. Now, even today in date and age, with all the selfies and everything that people are doing, still people are very, very nervous about creating a video content piece of information, I should say. But I don't have to do video content. I could take the videographer who did a video of a house that I just listed. I could take that video and put it on there. Yep. I could take photos of a property and put them out there. I could take photos of my team out and about doing things and create branding. I could create photos of a restaurant and promote that restaurant as a partner of my business and my team. Like, am I right here? I have free reign.
That's right. Yeah, no, you can completely customize your ads and do whatever you want with them. You don't have to do videos. We recommend it because it's proven to get better engagement with Facebook. It's proven to help you increase your conversion. There's a number of reasons, but you can market anything that you want. Obviously, it's your business, it's your money. You can promote whatever you want, and it's totally up to you. You have complete freedom to do that.
Awesome. And so for everyone that's watching and paying attention right now, post your comments in the feed, man. I would love to see your comments and see what's going on. And if you have any questions for Grant, jump in there, post them up, and see what's going on. So now, what do you think the biggest problem with lead generation right now is today? Like, you call yours a client generation software, which is a far step from lead generation, right? And when you did this, I was like, yeah, I get it, right? I don't think a lot of people got it. But because I've been in the business long enough to know the difference between a lead and a client, everyone sells leads, right? Everybody's trying to sell leads. And there are companies out there, huge CRM companies that will charge you X amount of dollars to run Facebook ads for you. And with your system, I don't need that anymore. And I love that.
Yeah, no, that's right. I mean, it's a massive savings. Whitley, we did some research, and I think the average person to hire somebody to do what Whitley does, at minimum, to hire a marketing agency, you would have to spend about $1,500 a month, and that does not include your ad spend. So it's a significant investment to have somebody manage your ad campaigns, give you strategies, coach you, consult you, and you don't really need to do that. I mean, I think to answer your original question, one of the biggest problems with lead generation today is lead conversion. I mean, there's so many people that are struggling to convert the leads they're given. We estimate there are over 80 or 90 million leads generated annually, but only about 5 or 6 million homes sold, which means that, one lead is being shared with 8 or 9 different people.
Right.
And it's difficult because if you're a realtor and you're listening to this, you probably know the struggle is that buyers and sellers, they're not answering their phone calls, they're not responding to your text, and they're maybe not even opening your email marketing campaigns. So how do you get in front of these people if you can't get them to respond to you?
Right.
What we found is that when we started using something called remarketing, which is essentially where a lead comes into your business and then you set up ads that kind of just continue to follow them everywhere they go on the internet. It's kind of like, if you go to buy something on Amazon and you don't, that product follows you everywhere you go. We found that when we started using video remarketing, we would create a little short 1 to 3 minute video about, maybe who we are, why we sell real estate. And when a lead comes in, that video starts following people everywhere they go on Facebook and Instagram and other platforms. That doubled and tripled the conversion of most of our clients' businesses. Like, everything that they were doing wasn't really working, and they started using video remarketing, and now all of a sudden they're converting 2 more deals a month, or 3 more deals a month, or 4 more deals a month. And that's tens of thousands of dollars in income by simply creating a 90-second video and making sure that video follows leads everywhere that they go on the internet. I think that is one of the most valuable parts of what Whitley does for somebody, is it sets up those remarketing campaigns that you don't even have to log into the Facebook Ads Manager. You just upload your video to Whitley, you select your target audience, which may be the new leads you're generating, and then Whitley will go build Facebook ads for you to follow your leads everywhere they go so that you can increase your conversion. I think that's probably the most valuable part of Whitley. I think that it solves one of the number one problems that we're having with lead generation today is, the inability to convert. And I think that's where our clients would say it's made the most difference.
So let me take this step by step with you, because I want people to truly understand what we're saying here. So what you're telling me is, I take all the list of my people that I'm trying to work with, leads that I have, past clients, friends and family. I take all this list, I take their names, their email addresses, I load them into the Whitley platform. And if their email address matches to any social media on the planet, right, we're going to be in front of them with automated Facebook campaigns that run to them, is what you're saying?
That's right. Yeah. We can take any lead source and upload those contacts to Whitley, and then Whitley will build a targeted audience for you in Facebook. You don't even have to do that. Traditionally, what would happen is you would upload maybe a CSV file, an Excel file of your database, and then you would do that in Facebook. You would create a custom audience. And every time you added somebody to that list, or every time you took somebody off that list, you would have to re-update the information in Facebook. Well, now Whitley actually does that for you. So if you just upload your contacts to Facebook, to Whitley rather, and how you manage those contacts, Whitley will build those custom audiences for you. So if a lead comes in from Facebook, or it comes in from an open house or a website or a Zillow or wherever your leads are coming from,
I just plug them in there.
they can be dumped right into the Facebook Ads Manager, and Witly will target market those people automatically.
There's nothing new I need to do if I'm running the automation. I just got to go in, add their name, email address, and I'm squared away.
That's right. Yep. No, Witly will manage your ads based on how you manage your contacts, which is really sick because it takes so many steps out of the process.
That's intense. And so let me go back a little bit too. You said that Witly will create Facebook automated ads to that targeted audience, meaning the people that are in your database, right? So now, are these ads that Witly created that automatically go up, or these ads that I, as the user of Witly, create and put in play?
That's a great question. So you upload maybe your video to Witly, and then Witly will go build the ad for you. You just have to enter a couple pieces of information, and then Witly will build the ad, and then it will manage the ad. You don't have to actually go to the Facebook Ad Manager and build the ad yourself. Witly will do that for you.
Okay. And I've got a question. Is there a monthly commitment? Do I have to sign a contract? We're month to month, right?
Witly is month to month. And as of this recording, for another, I think 48 hours, we're on our Founders Club pricing. So people get 50% off of Witly for life if they go to the link that I gave you. And there are no contracts. There are no commitments. You can cancel it anytime. And you can even try it out for free too for a couple of weeks.
All right, awesome. So I put the information in there. If you're watching, you're asking, I want some more information. I just posted the link inside of the feed. So check out the links. The links, you'll find them in the Enterprise Facebook page, my David Adam Kerr's business Facebook page, and our YouTube channel. That's where you'll find those links, guys. All right, so let's get into a little more, because now I think that we just spoke about one of the most valuable pieces of Witly, to be very honest with you, right? Because like I told you, I understand how to get a Facebook ad up. I have no idea how to retarget people. I really don't. Right? So, I mean, just, let me be transparent as possible, right? Every time I look at something on Amazon, I'm getting targeted, right? If I breathe the word and whisper it in my house, Alexa picks it up and puts it on my Facebook, So, and I've always thought to myself, how genius would it be if I could do that same thing?
Right.
If somebody reached out to me and said, you know what, Dave, I'm interested in buying a house. Can you help me out? Yeah, I can actually. Let me work on this. Let me work on that. And like all the realtors out there, I can't see you guys, but by a show of hands, just know for yourself, how many of you have committed to work with somebody and you started sending them listings and you started reaching out to them, and then they completely disconnected from you, right? You were sending text messages, phone calls, you were relentless with your follow-up, and they disappeared on you. Imagine if that relentlessness was attached to an ad that just kept popping up on their social media, where they just can't escape you. They can't escape you, So somebody writes, Jen Gomez, if I post every day, how do you select what is marketed? So I can answer that question, or do you? Go ahead, answer that question.
So that's a great, Jennifer. I think, when we talk about content creation, there's really two things. There's two ways to do that. There's organic content creation, which is what you're talking about, creating content, posting every day, which you should continue to do. And then there's paid media, which is where you create a video or a picture or something like that specifically so that you can spend a little money to market that. And where Witly really helps is that it's managing your paid media. It's helping you build and launch ads through paid media. So you continue to post your content every day, just like you are on Facebook and Instagram and what other platforms that you're marketing on. But if you want to set up remarketing campaigns, which is where you spend a little bit of money to make sure you're following people everywhere they go, you would upload that video straight to Witly, and then you would enter your ad copy and just set your budget, and then Witly would go build the ad for you. So there's two different kind of strategies you're talking about there. One of the things that people gain access to whenever they work with Witly is an account manager, which is basically like a marketing coach and consultant that helps you develop a strategy. So when you get those leads coming in, they kind of coach you on, okay, the first video you should create and set up for remarketing is this why video. It's 3 minutes long. It should talk about why you sell real estate. And then the second video you should create is educational. You should walk people through maybe the buying process or the selling process. And so we provide coaching and consulting within the platform where we're able to sit down with you and help really develop a customized strategy. So, okay, I'm going to go create a couple of videos and I'm going to bring them back, upload them to Witly, set my target audience, set my budget, and then boom, Witly will advertise them for me. So Jennifer, there's organic content creation. Yeah, I highly recommend you just keep doing that like you're doing it. And then there's paid media, which is where you spend a little money to promote yourself or promote your business. And that's what Witly does, is it runs your Facebook ads for you. It runs more on the paid media side of things.
All right, that's a great answer, because I don't think, Jen Gomez, I know that she does post consistently and post every day. So thinking about her and thinking about me, I'll ask you this: do the Facebook ads also reach the Instagram audience?
By default, yeah. So whenever you are running advertisements right now, Facebook calls it their placement. So it's where they're going to place your ads within their network. They have the desktop news feed, they have mobile news feed, they have the right column, they have the audience network, they have Instagram, they have stories. They have all of these different places that they're going to put your ads. And so by default, Witly chooses the all placements, and that shows your ads on Instagram, and it shows your ads on Facebook, and it shows your ads anywhere that Facebook is hooked into the audience network, which is, I think it's over 30,000 different sites that they have connected into. And so any ad you put out there would be shown across those different platforms.
Great. Now, what if somebody out there is already paying leads somewhere else? Is Witly still a good option?
I think that's a great question. One of the things, the biggest problem that Witly solves, in my opinion, is lead conversion with video remarketing. And so what we like to do is actually hook into any lead source. It doesn't matter if it's Facebook or it's Instagram or it's Zillow or it's your website or it's any of these other third-party lead generation companies. Anywhere you're getting leads, the goal is to help you convert more of them, right? So if we can get those leads where they are dumping into your Witly account, or we're creating custom audiences for you to remarket to, we can help you convert more of those leads. And so I would say that even if you're already spending money to get leads into your business, Witly can help you convert more of those leads. And that's where we've seen that we've been able to provide the most value to our clients over the last few years, as we've kind of manually done this, is by helping them convert more of the leads that they're generating. Now, if you're looking to just let Witly, generate leads for you on Facebook, Witly can do that. But I don't want you to think it's one or the other. We find that we're a complement to most lead providers because we help you increase your conversion on those leads.
Right, and I think, look, if I can piggyback on that, I think it's great to think about a Zillow lead that comes in. A lot of people complain, I tried Zillow, it didn't work for me, right? But imagine if you took that Zillow lead, brought them in, you now have their phone number and their email address and their name, and you take them and you put them into the Witly platform and you try to reach them. You're trying to reach them. They're not answering you, right? But now your retargeting ads are going in after these guys.
Yeah, every time that person goes to social media, they see you because of Witly, right? The Witly is consistently promoting you to those people. So if a lead comes in from Zillow, but they're not answering the phone, text, email, because you got 4 other realtors that are trying to call them at the same time, every time that person opens up their cell phone and goes and scrolls Facebook, Instagram, they're seeing you. And that's, in my opinion, very powerful, because they're seeing you in a video format, kind of like we're sitting here having a conversation. And we could probably do a whole nother interview about why video is so powerful.
Right.
But every time these people go back to social media, they see your face. They see how you're adding value. They're building a relationship with you. And that is insanely powerful. I mean, what has everybody told you since the beginning of you getting your real estate license, right? Stay top of mind. Well, there's no better way to effortlessly stay in front of people than with remarketing. And, David, you look at some of the stats, they estimate that 2% of people would buy something or register for a service the first time that they learn about it, the first time they visit your website. So you got to think that 98% of the people, 98% of the leads that you're getting will not do business with you until they've gone through this, what we call a discovery process, right? They want to read your reviews. They want to learn about you. They want to connect with you. And I would always argue with people, it's not necessarily the speed to lead that matters. There's plenty of people that pick up the phone and call immediately. It is your ability to build a relationship with a lead faster than anybody else in the marketplace. That's what's allowing you to convert at a high level. And so if people aren't answering the phone, but when they go back to Facebook, they see your face, they see your brand, they see your business, they're able to build a relationship with you. And what's cool is they're doing it on their time. So you're only focused on talking to the buyers and sellers that are ready to go right now, which I think is every agent's dream, while you have systems in place that are helping you build a relationship with people that maybe you're still on the fence, or maybe were never even serious to begin with.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
I think a lot of people forget that when you're lead generating, right, what you're essentially doing is building a pipeline. You're not building it for right now. Yep. When you work with a company and that company says, let it be the Zillows, the Realtor.coms, or whoever's of the world, and they say, we're going to guarantee you 40 connections a month. Yeah, you're going to get 40 connections. You're going to get your 40. That doesn't necessarily mean all 40 are ready to go right now, and they just can't wait till you close them in 25 days, right? Like this is a process. This is a process because out of those 40 people, one is ready right now. Mm-hmm. 3 are ready next month. Another 3 are ready in 90 days. Another 3 are ready in 60 days. And in 120 days. Another 3 aren't going to be ready till next year. And the rest of them are maybes for God knows how long, for whatever life situation they're in, and living in Miami, we're the epicenter of getting a 14-year-old that like registers. And then when you call them, they're like, oh no, I just wanted to see J-Lo's house, and they're like, in some other state. And so, that's gonna happen. So there's a large percentage of those too, but
while I'm recording this with you, like while we're doing this interview, Witly's working for me too. Like I use it, in our own right. I use video remarketing too. Right now, hundreds, if not thousands of people, real estate agents, mind you, are learning more about me. They're learning more about Witly. And so I don't know a greater form of leverage that exists where I can have my business out there working for me 24/7, 365, and I can focus my time and energy on doing cool stuff like this, interviewing with you. And, I've got podcasts and webinars all day today. And I think it's really powerful when you think about an agent. Most agents I talk to want to do business with people that are ready to go, but They have no systems that continuously bring them buyers and sellers that are ready to go. And that's what Witly does.
Right. I think one of the things that we need to really think about in this business, just like you talked about, is how much can we automate?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, how much can we automate? And I think that we need to, currently in the way the world works, with everyone having ADD and so many things popping up in your face. I think about these movies like, what was the name of that movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger went to Mars? What was the name of that movie? You know what I'm talking about.
Man, I do.
Total Recall. Remember Total Recall?
Yeah.
Like you would walk through the streets, or you would walk through the alleyways, and ads were just popping up everywhere, and that's basically where we are. We just need to now launch the VR that happens everywhere and pops up everywhere. And then eventually it'll turn into knowing our DNA. So whatever Alexa heard us say at the house while we're walking down the street, we'll see those ads,
100%.
And that, being able to create that for ourselves, I think, is where a lot of real estate agents fail. I think there are plenty of realtors that are doing ads. I think there are plenty of realtors that are trying their best with different lead platform centers. Yeah. I think there are very, very few realtors that are focusing on the concept and the ability of retargeting and staying consistently in everyone's face. We can say it as much as we want, but when you tell a realtor, stay in everybody's face, the first thing they think about is, I got to call them, I got to text them, I got to put them on email drip campaigns, and I got to take them out for coffee, or I got to invite them for dinner, or whatever the case is. Yep. And very few are thinking about a system like Witly that could just automatically stay in their face with a little video that says, hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Dave. This is my friend, my coworker Grant, and we're working together to, sell houses in your neighborhood, and so forth and so on. And whatever the video says, I'm being cheesy, but but there it is. Grant, do me a favor. Can you can we share a screen? Can you do like a 90-second post and show everybody, or a video or something?
I want to, but I'm nervous about my internet connection because it keeps jumping in and out here. Is it okay if we post? I've got a 90-second video. I could post it in the comments as soon as we get off, and then somebody could watch that because that's a little cleaner. I just don't want my screen to cut out while I'm doing some of this. I have it pulled up. I could do it, but I'm nervous that my connection would drop out, and I don't want to do that. So if it's okay, I could post that video that I have, that I sent you. I could post it right in the comment section so everybody could see kind of how it works and how quick and easy it is.
Awesome. And I did post a link for everybody so you guys can go on the website and really get a deep dive on what we're talking about here. Can I integrate my CRM? I'm currently on a CRM. Can I integrate it with Witly?
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal. We're currently working through integrating with all of the major CRM platforms. And one of the reasons that we wanted to do that was so that we could essentially do something that we call contact mirroring. So you think about it, if you look in a mirror, you see your reflection, right? Well, what we want to do is, let's say we connect your CRM, let's say it's WiseAgent, just as an example, because that's one we're almost done integrating with. When a contact goes into Witly, it also goes into WiseAgent, and then vice versa. If a contact goes into WiseAgent, it also goes to Witly. So when we integrate the platforms together, instantly we're mirroring your contact data. So that's probably the easiest illustration I could give. Yeah. And the reasons that we wanted to do that is so that we could automatically update your ad experience for buyers and sellers. So let's say you get a new lead that comes in. Well, that new lead comes in, now they're seeing video content from you about buying or selling a property, right? You're educating them, you're kind of working to convert them. Well, let's say that you sell that person a home and now they're a past client. Well, you don't want to keep showing them video content about buying or selling a property, right? It doesn't make any sense. They already bought a property from you. What we would be able to do automatically is when you change that contact to your past client instead of a new lead, Witly would read that, they would update it in Facebook, and then they would start sending them video. Witly would start showing video content about maybe getting a referral or something like that. So we got to stop thinking about marketing it as an event, right? Lead generation as an event where a lead comes in and then boom, that's an event. That's a transaction, so to speak. And then we go try like crazy to convert them, calling, texting, emailing, and if it doesn't happen, we move on to the next thing. We've got to start thinking about our marketing as an experience that we're creating for other people.
Right.
Very organic and authentic. And if we can strategize this with you, and we can set up, when a lead comes in, this video goes out. And then when you convert them, this video goes out. That's an experience that not only will help you convert more leads, but it will help you generate more referrals and really grow and scale your business in really an effortless way. So yes, we are working to convert with as many CRMs as we can. We are starting letter writing campaigns with a lot of our clients who are really pushing for us to get into some of these platforms. And that would be why, is so that we can automatically, without you doing literally anything, you create your video, you upload it to Witly, and then Witly does the rest. It automatically markets to your database based on where they're at with you in the process.
Awesome, man. Is there anything you want to drop for everybody that will just blow their minds as we exit the stage?
I think that it's really simple.
Sorry.
It's really simple. We just did this massive video marketing summit, interviewed some of the greatest influencers in our industry, about how to create video content and why they should do it. And I walked away from that understanding that, really ultimately the biggest problem that people have isn't always just creating the videos, because I can pull my phone out and I can do this right now. It's that nobody's going to see that video.
Right.
And so if we can help you take video content that you're creating right now, and we can make sure that every lead you get sees it, that every client you have sees it, that your database is seeing you every single day, well, we can help you grow and scale your business in a way that you never even thought was possible, because there are systems that are out there working for you 365 days a year so that you could focus on your current clients, and then you have a system, Witly, that's focused on bringing you new clients every single day.
Right.
That's what every top producer I've ever met calls leverage. right? And so we build businesses as entrepreneurs to create leverage because we want freedom. We want time. We want to be able to do whatever we want to do. We want money so that we can live the lifestyle that we've always dreamed of living, provide for our family, do those types of things. And Witly is the ultimate way to do that, in my opinion, because one of the reasons I founded the company was so that we could help an agent basically effortlessly grow their business. And I was they wrote an article about us in Forbes, and they mentioned us. And the Forbes quote was basically, Witly allows you to more efficiently market your business and increase your sales without sacrificing the quality. You would have to hire marketing agencies and spend thousands of dollars to do what Witly does. And we're like 10% of that cost, 10% of that investment. And so I just encourage you. I mean, if you're trying to figure out how to increase your sales, how to convert more of your leads, you want an easier way to do Facebook advertising. Try Witly out for free. I mean, it's free for 14 days. You have nothing to lose.
Guys, did you hear that? Click free for 14 days. What do you got to lose? Nothing. What do you got to lose? Run 2 ads. See what happens. See what leads come in, see what you're able to do. Understand though, that not every lead that you get out there is gonna be like the person that buys the $10 million beach house, right?
Yeah.
You gotta work the leads, and the system through its retargeting efforts is going to help you. That's number one, that's what I'll say. Number two, keep in mind that Witly has coaching professionals on staff that will help you with a plan to get started. This is not something that you're going to sign up and then you're going to say, well, okay, I don't know what to post now, or I don't even know what to retarget or how to retarget or how to set up my contact list or any of that stuff. There's going to be a team, an onboarding team that's going to help you get onboarded and squared away and give you a plan of attack. And if I could say number three is just click the link and do it. I mean, it really, man, we realtors are consistent in staying antiquated. This business is consistent in staying antiquated. I mean, Facebook exists, Instagram exists, LinkedIn exists, ads exist, billboards exist, cell phones that you can do everything from. You could work from your cell phone 100,000,000%. You don't even need a laptop anymore. That exists. Yet people are still using antiquated tactics and wasting money and time. And this is not to knock on door knocking or mailings or anything like that. They're just expensive and time consuming. And I think that it's important for people to hear that you really only need $100 on Facebook to get a decent amount of leads. I mean, am I wrong?
No, I mean, typically we recommend people start at $300 a month when it comes to Facebook ads, but we recommend that you break that down so that 60% of your budget is on lead generation and roughly 40% of your budget is on remarketing. So if you are already generating leads, you really don't need to go spend 60% of that budget on lead generation. You could spend it on conversion, which means that you're really only spending $100, $150 a month to convert any number of leads that you might be getting right now. And so, I mean, anywhere I could go that I could spend $150 to close one or two more deals, so I'm going to make tens of thousands of dollars.
The return on investment is just insane. Yeah. I mean, in Miami alone, where I just posted an article yesterday, man, let me see if I can find that picture because I do want to get the number correct. Hold on. Don't be mad at me. I'm slowing everybody down here.
No, it's good. I mean, and while you're listening, you got to think about this. Like, think about if you went and worked 40 hours a week and the only thing that you did for 40 hours a week was try to convert your leads. And let's say you only made $10 an hour. Okay, well, that's $400 a week that you're paying yourself to go out there and try to convert leads. And even then, you're going to get tired and exhausted. You're going to have to psych yourself up. There's just no way that you could energetically keep doing that day in and day out, week in and week out. And that's been proven by many, many people in the real estate space. And so if you can effortlessly replace your need to be out there hustling and grinding every day like that, and you're only spending $100, $150 on Facebook, I mean, those things are not comparable.
Right, they're not. And let's go on ROI. So let's say I spend $300. Let's say I spend I've got all three devices: the phone, the iPad, and the computer, and they all ring at the same time. Let's say I spend $300 on Facebook ads, targeting and retargeting. Right. the South Florida, and this, I'm just talking South Florida here. I know there's people that are watching that are not in South Florida, but I can speak on my market, right? COVID-19's impact on Miami real estate. South Florida's median home price has hit an all-time high, $425,000. That's our medium price, right? So for $300, you have the potential of earning over 12 grand. You guys do the math, and I'll leave it at that. Dude, thanks for doing this with me. Please don't forget to post, or if you want to send me the link and I can post it for the 90-second video.
I'll do that.
I've got this running on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 streams. So
you can post it on all the different plates.
Yeah, I want to make sure it gets everywhere. Thank you for doing this, man. I really appreciate it. I'm very, very pumped for you and Witly. Very excited to see the progress. You know, I've seen you grow the entire time, and I'm excited to put it out there because I feel like every realtor, lender. I mean, look, honestly, Witly can grow into just about any business that needs a Facebook ad. And I think that's fantastic, man.
I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it too.
Absolutely.